One of the easiest way to get yourself into impeachment is for you to abuse your responsibility and authority. Somebody has some explanation, some serious explaining to do. I ask you, is the NNPC, whether it is privatized or not, running our national asset of crude and all of that on its own whims and caprice? And is it spending the resources that it makes by the sales of our national asset on its whims and crasses? Who gave them the authority to be balancing up the books and the numbers?
On the democracy and presidential system of government, we have the fact that the executive is different from the legislatures as well as the judiciary. But when you look at the situation in Nigeria within the last 9 years, it has just been the executive, and the executive. The last hope of the common man is the fact that you can go to the court and get justice. But that is not being seen in Nigeria as of today. And that can be seen from the behavior of the government. The reason for this separation of power is to checkmate the excessive use of power by any arm of the government. But it's so unfortunate that the three arms of the government are just combined into one under the APC-led government for the last 9 years. And as you can see, the issue of the fuel subsidy removal to the hunger protest, of which those who protested have now been arrested, charged to court for treasonable felony, of which we'll be talking about that situation in our subsequent video. And why is it that the National Assembly are not doing the rightful thing? All they needed to do is to begin the procedures in order to impeach Mr. President for having misappropriated his office. But so many sections of Nigerians continue to hold this belief that the president is just 1 year into office. Hence, they should give him more time in order to develop or destroy the country further. Just like Muhammadu Buhari was given exactly 8 years to put Nigeria into this quantum of corruption and underdevelopment within the last 8 years, of which many believe that if the North can have it takes, why not the Southwest? But the truth of the matter is as long as we continue to have this notion every now and then there will be no any development in this nation called Nigeria. But could there be any form of change in this current administration? I haven't seen the demand from the people, of which they are asking the National Assembly to do the needful. If the executive cannot protect the lives and property in Nigeria, of which that was what they sworn to, as well as provide the basic needs for Nigerians, then they should give way, either resigning honorably or better still being sacked by the National Assembly. But these can only be done by a National Assembly that is totally independent and not a part of the executive arm of the government. What do you make of this from the accession from the PDP chieftains who has made these obvious that it is high time that they impeach the current government because they are of no good to the people? Before you jump up to define any politician, please do well to put yourself first, because they don't care, not just personal interest. Thank you for watching.
I want to thank you for bringing back our national anthem, the one that we grew up with. I'm talking about those of us who are above 50. And for the young ones, I'm sure by the time you sit down, read it line by line, word by word, you will see why it is very, very important for Nigeria to revisit its former national anthem.